me start with something serious. There is a hadith we all know. When Ramadan begins, the gates of paradise are opened, and the gates of hell are closed, and the devils are chained. This is an authentic hadith from the Sahih Muslim's book of hadith. And because of this hadith, something important changes. Because for 11 months, we blame Shaitan. We say he misled me, tempted me, or whispered bad thoughts. But in Ramadan, that excuse weakens. Now, here's the uncomfortable reality. If the devils are chained and you still fall into the same sins, what does that mean? If you still miss Fajr, if you still lie, if you still backbite and scroll into filth at night, who is leading you? Because Ramadan removes the external pressure. What remains is internal programming. Your habits, your discipline, and your nafs. And maybe that's the part we don't want to admit. Maybe Shaitan was never your biggest problem. Maybe he just amplified what was already there. Let's understand something clearly. Shaitan invites, he doesn't force. He suggests, he doesn't control your limbs. You build your routine. You trained your eyes, your tongue, and your impulses. For 11 months, you fed your desires daily. Ramadan does not erase the training, it reveals it. Think of it like this. If a man has been lifting heavy weights all year, he doesn't suddenly become weak when the trainer leaves. If anything, his strength shows more clearly. So, if your weakness shows in Ramadan, it means you trained weakness. That's not spiritual poetry, that's a disciplined logic. Ramadan is not just about hunger, it is a controlled environment. The atmosphere changes, people pray more, mosques are full, the Quran is recited nightly. The culture pushes you towards good. Temptation decreases, rewards multiply, accountability increases. This is a spiritual training camp. If you can't control your desire now, when will you? If you cannot lower your gaze or cannot wake up early now, when will you? Because this is the easiest it will ever be. And if you still lose here, what happens when the gates reopen and the devils are unchained? Let's talk about men specifically. Discipline is masculine, self control is masculine, restraint is masculine. Anyone can indulge, anyone can react, anyone can give in. But control requires strength. The Prophet ﷺ did not teach weakness. He taught restraint. He taught lowering the gaze, guarding the tongue, controlling anger, managing desire. That is not soft spirituality. That is self-mastery. And Ramadan is the annual test of that mastery. Not how hungry you can be, but how controlled you can be. Here is something most people miss. Ramadan does not make you righteous. It makes righteousness accessible. It removes barrier. It multiplies reward. It reduces resistance. But it does not move your limbs for you. You still choose to scroll, speak, delay, and justify bad habits. Which means Ramadan exposes one thing, your real level. Without heavy external whispers, you meet yourself, and many people does not like what they see. Some people finish Ramadan proud of how much they ate at iftar. Some finish proud of how many nights they have stayed awake. But the real measurement is this. Did your habit change? Did your discipline increase? Did your consistency improve? Or did you just survive 30 days and return to the same version of yourself? Because Ramadan was never about surviving hunger. It was about restructuring the soul. Let me say something direct. If you leave Ramadan with the same addiction, the same laziness, and the same uncontrolled impulses, then Shaitan being chained made no difference. And that should scare you. Because it means the battlefield is not outside, it's inside. And internal enemies are harder to defeat. Now imagine this. What if you treated Ramadan like a disciplined blueprint? You build Fajr consistency, controlled speech, reduced screen time, lowered gaze, structured routine, daily Quran. Then when Shawwal comes, you don't collapse, you continue. Because discipline built under easier conditions becomes strength under harder ones. That's how men are built, through controlled resistance. So here is the real question. If you cannot improve yourself when the gates of mercy are open, when reward is multiplied, when devils are restrained, when exactly are you planning to change? Because Ramadan is not just mercy, it is exposure. It shows you who you are when excuses are reduced. And if you don't build discipline now, then maybe the devil was never your main obstacle. Maybe it was comfort, maybe it was habit, maybe it was you. Question is not did you fast, The question is, did you transform? Because the man who lives Ramadan unchanged did not lose to the devil, he lost to himself.